Have you ever wondered how a simple change in your eating habits could transform not just your health but your entire life? Imagine feeling more energized, more focused, and more in tune with your body and mind, all by following ancient principles rooted in both science and Buddhist teachings. In the next few minutes, you'll discover how timing your meals, practicing mindfulness, and eating with intention can bring balance, clarity, and inner peace. If you're ready to unlock the power of mindful eating and elevate your well-being, keep watching. Your transformation starts now. In the teachings of Buddhism, balance is a central theme, not just in terms of spiritual practice, but in all aspects of life, including how we nourish our bodies. Food is more than just sustenance. It is an opportunity to practice mindfulness, gratitude, and self-discipline, all of which contribute to a life of harmony and well-being. As the Buddha himself taught, path to enlightenment is the middle way, avoiding the extremes of indulgence and deprivation. One of the most practical ways to apply this teaching in your daily life is through the timing and mindfulness of your meals. Did you know that allowing at least 3 hours between your evening meal and bedtime can lead to significant improvements in your health? According to Buddhist teachings, the body is a temple of the spirit, and treating it with respect and care is part of the path to spiritual awakening. Going to bed on an empty stomach, rather than feeling full and sluggish, helps align your body with its natural rhythms, promoting better digestion, better sleep, and overall well-being. In Buddhist philosophy, eating is not just an act of consumption, but a moment for reflection and awareness. The simple practice of eating mindfully, being present with each bite, chewing slowly, and appreciating the source of your food, can transform an ordinary meal into a spiritual experience. In this way, food becomes a tool for cultivating mindfulness, an essential aspect of the Eightfold Path that the Buddha outlined for leading a balanced and enlightened life. One of the key lessons from the Buddha is to remain present in every action, and this certainly applies to how we eat. When you consume food without awareness, when you are distracted, in a rush, or using food to numb emotions, you create disconnection not only from the present moment, but also from your own body. The Buddha's teaching on mindfulness, known as sati, encourages us to be fully aware of our thoughts, emotions, and sensations as they arise. By practicing mindful eating, we not only nourish our bodies, but also develop greater awareness of our cravings, impulsions, and emotional triggers, allowing us to live with more clarity and intention. The simple habit of waiting at least 5 to 6 hours between meals has its roots in the natural cycles of the body and nature itself. In ancient Buddhist monastic traditions, monks would eat only 2 meals a day, one in the morning and one in the early afternoon, and would observe fasting for the rest of the day. This practice is not just about discipline. It allows the body to rest, digest food properly, and engage in natural processes of detoxification and healing. By aligning with the body's natural rhythms, you create a sense of harmony that supports both physical and spiritual health. This idea of fasting, or uposatha in Buddhism, is more than a simple abstinence from food. It is a time for reflection and purification. When we allow space between meals, we invite the body to cleanse itself on a cellular level. The process of autophagy, where damaged cells are broken down and recycled, is most effective when the body is not constantly processing food. Scientific studies have shown that intermittent fasting can lead to improved metabolism, reduced inflammation, and increased longevity, all of which contribute to a healthier life. Just as the Buddha taught the importance of self-awareness and discipline, he also emphasized the significance of moderation. One of the core teachings of Buddhism is the middle way, which advocates for a life free from extremes. When it comes to eating, this means neither overeating nor depriving yourself, but finding a balanced approach that sustains both body and mind. For those over 30, 2 balanced meals a day, one in the morning and one in the evening, can provide all the nourishment the body needs, while also allowing ample time for digestion and renewal. By adopting this balanced approach, you align with the teachings of the Buddha, who encouraged simplicity and mindfulness in all aspects of life. Food, when consumed mindfully, becomes a vehicle for practicing Dharma, path of righteousness. When you wait for hunger to arise naturally, rather than eating out of habit or emotional need, you cultivate non-attachment, one of the key principles of Buddhist philosophy. Non-attachment to food or any sensory pleasure leads to greater freedom and inner peace. Light physical activity after your evening meal, such as walking or gentle stretching, is another simple yet powerful practice that enhances digestion and overall health. In the Buddhist tradition, monks often engage in walking meditation after meals, known as kinhin. This mindful walking not only aids digestion but also cultivates mindfulness and concentration. By focusing on each step, you become more aware of your body and your surroundings, grounding yourself in the present moment. This practice can be a beautiful way to integrate mindfulness into your daily routine while also supporting physical well-being. It is important to recognize that food is energy, and the way we consume it directly impacts our mental and spiritual states. In Buddhism, everything is interdependent, meaning that the quality of the food you eat affects not just your body, but also your mind and spirit. Consuming fresh, whole foods that are grown in harmony with nature aligns you with the natural world and promotes a sense of interconnectedness. This is part of the Buddhist teaching of interbeing, which reminds us that every action we take, including what we eat, has consequences for ourselves and the world around us. Gratitude is another important practice in Buddhism, and it is something we can incorporate into every meal. Before eating, take a moment to reflect on the journey that the food has taken to reach your plate. Farmers who grew it, the earth that nourished it, and the energy that it will provide for your body. In Buddhist monasteries, monks often recite a meal chant, expressing gratitude for the food and vowing to use the energy it provides for the benefit of all beings. This practice not only fosters a sense of appreciation but also elevates the act of eating into something sacred. The Buddha also taught the importance of listening to our bodies, recognizing when we are full and stopping before we overeat. Overeating creates stagnation and discomfort, both physically and mentally. By eating mindfully and stopping when satisfied, you avoid burdening your body with excess, allowing it to function more efficiently and with greater ease. This is the essence of ahimsa, or non-harming, principle that extends not just to others but to yourself. By caring for your body with kindness and respect, you embody this principle in your daily life. Fasting is another practice deeply rooted in Buddhist tradition. The Buddha himself is said to have practiced fasting during his path to enlightenment, although he later advocated for moderation rather than extreme asceticism. Fasting, when done mindfully and with intention, allows the body to rest and the mind to focus. It is a way to purify not only the physical body, but also the mind by removing attachments and craving. When you fast, you create space for spiritual growth, as you learn to observe your hunger without being controlled by it. This practice helps to cultivate self-discipline, patience, and clarity. Integrating these mindful practices into your life can have profound effects. For instance, simply practicing gratitude before each meal or being mindful of the quality of your food can transform your relationship with eating. You begin to see food not just as fuel but as a gift that sustains you. This shift in perspective can lead to healthier choices, both in terms of what you eat and how you eat. Over time, these small acts of mindfulness accumulate, creating a greater sense of peace, balance, and well-being in all areas of your life. As you continue on your journey towards a healthier, more mindful life, remember that the way you nourish your body is a reflection of the way you nourish your mind and spirit. By practicing mindful eating, observing the natural rhythms of hunger and fullness, and cultivating gratitude for your food, you align yourself with the core teachings of the Buddha. These simple, yet profound practices will not only improve your physical health, but also bring you closer to a life of harmony, balance, and spiritual fulfillment. So the next time you sit down for a meal, take a moment to pause, breathe, and express gratitude for the nourishment in front of you. As you eat, be fully present with each bite, and let your food become a source of mindfulness, healing, and joy. In doing so, you honor the body, the mind, and the spirit, embracing the path of mindfulness and non-attachment, as taught by the Buddha.